Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit or Zappy here, back again with Haikyuu. Fucking hell, we're back with Haikyuu. This has been so long. I feel like this is definitely like in between seasons the longest I've had to wait for like a show to come back. I think actually when I finished season 3, I think I was in my old setup where I was in like the corner of the room, which was like my original setup when I started. So that'll tell you how long it's been. It's been like over like maybe around a year and a half, I think. So damn, it's been a long time coming. But yeah, so like if you haven't watched my previous seasons or whatever, so you're new here, yeah, I reacted to Haikyuu, so you can go watch everything from the start all the way up until obviously season 3 episode 10. And I am still shocked at the fact that Karasuno beat Shiratorizawa. If you go watch that episode if you're wondering, because I literally had to take almost like a moment to be like, did they win? Did they what? You know what I mean? I was like, no, surely there's something like, they need another point or something like that. But no, they end up winning, and I was absolutely dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it because I was so sure Shiratorizawa were winning, because they'd set that team up to be like so high on the pedestal, that I was like, there's no way they're beating them, and they did, and I was elated, but I was shocked. So yeah, so Haikyuu, it's back. Season 4 is back. Now, as you can tell by the title of the video, this is obviously not Season 4 officially yet. This is the OVAs that came out, and I was kind of unaware that these had come out, but apparently they take place in between Season 3 and 4. I think, from what I understand, it looks like it is a showdown between Nekoma and what was the other team? It's the one with Bokuto in it, right? If I remember correctly. So this is like their side of it, because the tournament that they were obviously in, the fact that Karasuno won it means that they can go on to actually face off against Nekoma, right? Which is a big deal, especially to like the third years and stuff. Because this was like their last chance to be in a tournament. So if they got knocked out by Shiratorizawa, that would be it for them. So it was nice to have them win that and possibly face off against Nekoma, which I would not be surprised if that is the case. I mean, it sounds predictable, but I mean, then again, I thought it was predictable that Shiratorizawa were going to win, and they didn't. So I guess anything could happen, but I feel like just for the sake of the story and the poeticness of it, to go up against Nekoma would be a big thing. So I'm going to say that does happen. But yeah, I think that's what these two OVAs are about, is the match between Nekoma and Bokuto's team, which I can't remember for now, but I'm sure we'll get it when we get into here. So this is just going to be one video featuring both of them, and also the footage will be down here, and I will keep it on YouTube. My other series I put up on Vimeo and stuff like that, but I've decided for this video and possibly Haikyuu Season 4, I'll have them just on YouTube in this exact video. The only thing is that the footage will be opaque. Like, it'll be transparent. You'll be able to see through it. So like there'll be a bit of background here that you'll obviously be able to see through towards. That's just to avoid copyright. Now, that kind of works in... This video is being used as a test. So, if you would prefer that I would do Haikyuu on Vimeo and have the footage here be completely solid and not transparent and see-through, then let me know in the comments below, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with Season 4, and if I'm going to put it on Vimeo or just keep it on YouTube or whatever, right? So let me know that in the comments below, and yeah, I don't think there's anything else to really talk about, so I think we're just going to get straight into these OVAs, and yeah, see what we get. So without further ado, let's go. I've missed the smacking of these balls.
さて、準決勝。ここを勝って決勝に進んだ時点で全国だ。
No heavy.
そして決定力にかける猫ちゃん。
They'll probably beat them in the semis and then go up against Bokuto's
お前
team in
い
the
つ
finals
も
or
その
something.
頭だけど身長サバ読んでない
お前こそミカちゃんに振られた傷は癒えたの試合大丈夫なの昇進で
That's tough.
また
EF うんこ投げんだよ
なんで長さ
Oh yeah, he's like the Russian guy, right? Like the half Russian dude.
時間だよ
じゃあ
決勝で会おうぜ
Alright, so they're not faced off against the semi-finals with them. No Heavy. That's not Bokuto's team. I thought it was Bokuto's team, but... Fukurodani, that's it. Oh, I guess... Yeah, alright, I guess they're going up against Fukurodani. That was the name, yeah, so...
Yo! Akane-chan Ouen Dancho!
Oh god, it's a Russian babe. he's fine with it. Right, I'm gonna have to get reacquainted with names and everything, because I know Bokuto. I remember the blood thing. He was like at the training camp, if I remember correctly. Oh, the music. It's bringing me back, baby. Yeah. It's a big game, this one. He's scoring that one. Oh, shit. Yep. Point! That's his signature spike, isn't it? When he purposely hits it off the side of the heart. I'm sure it is, right? Oh no! Wait a minute. Oh no! What? The no, he has the. Yeah, he takes it to the side, doesn't he? I remember that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that one. It's a crazy spike. Oh, wasn't enough. That guy's not a receiver, is he? I can't remember his fucking name. Cheeky. Gonna hit it off his hand. Ah shit! He think he covered him. What is it? Kuro? Is that his name? I think it is, right? Yeah.
たまには目立たせていただきます。まだ一本ぽっちだ。
こっから僕とさんのストレート意識的に締めよう。
よし来た。
Oh, you got nowhere to go. You got nowhere to go. Who is it that uses? Isn't that one that uses like the block in order to get points all the time? Came on over. I thought it was gonna kill. Ah shit! That's hold on. That's the Haikyuu fucking. Not the Haikyuu. The Hinata run. Oh dear. Oh god. That was unfortunate.
お前こういう時の表情は豊かだよな。
何もかも慌てすぎで力みすぎ。
ケンマさん。
スピードより高さを優先して。
ちょっと待って、そんないっぺんに。
ちなみに。
Trying too hard to be like Hinata.
まだまだ商用に及ばないね。
Yeah, he's trying to be like Hinata. That's it. That's why he's going for the pace and not the height. Boom.
肘下げない。
肘下げない。高く。ここ。
Yeah, just gotta do what you're good at. Got the height for it. Straight down. Damn, they got that point. The blood's just not circulating all that right, is it?
まだまだ商用に及ばないね。
Got to it. What's that? Jesus. Oh dear.
すいません。
猫間の守備は徐々に穴を潰して整えていくの。撃っても撃っても拾われる。そしてフロアディフェンスを意識しすぎればブロックに捕まる。
なんかクロスダメだ。ていうかクロス打とうと思っててもストレートに打っちゃうんだ。僕とさんの弱点その37。
Jesus.
片一方の調子が著しくいい場合。俺いつもクロスってどう打ってたっけ。もう一方
Great.
忘れる場合がある。
Yeah.
そうストレートがすっげえいい感じだからストレートばっか打ってたらなんか癖ついて。
He's such an idiot.
今のローテは。では何も考えずにクロス打ってください。
Come on it. You want an instinct?
道は作りますので、サーブレシーバーいつもよりネット側にお願いします。さすが反応早い。
That was nice.
で灰場はこうへクオの朝巻。僕とさんを確実に乗せるには今のこのローテが最善。エースの心得一つ。背中で味方を鼓舞するべし。一つ。どんな壁でも打ち砕くべし。
I don't think I'm blocking that one.
一つ。全てのボールを打ち切るべし。
Boom! Yeah, man. Sweet animation. I love that shit.
今回は赤足の僕と立て直しの手腕に拍手だな。
It's done well there.
俺はもっとバシバシ点取ってブロック決めて。猫間はチームワークのチームだから輪を乱しちゃダメだって分かってるんですけど。お前ちゃんとそんなこと考えてたのか。なんつうのかな。チームワークがハマる瞬間ってのは多分お前が思ってるよりずっと気持ちいいぞ。
I got the message. Gonna really want to win it now. It's gonna have to be. They have to, right?
残りは一枠。
まあこうなるわな。はあ、俺らは決勝行く気満々でしたとは常にあると思っとけ。
So Fukurodani are going through
お
then?
前は5点ミスったって
I'm not-
10点取ってくれりゃいいんだよ。
Something tells me they're not gonna win. I don't know what it could be.
ほら。
Ah, a little dip over the top.
しょっぱなからかよ。
Yeah. Oof. That was a nice spike. I like that one.
すみません。4番ストレート打てない。ストレートない。
Their style seems to be very like unassuming, you know.
なんか乗れないね。
Come on, Nekama, what's the deal?
すぐる。
前すぎる。
Oh,
思ったよりめんどくさい系かも。
he's definitely got that annoying face, doesn't he? That you just want to punch.
もうヘビの首相って昔からあんなんですか。いや、猫をかぶるという技を身につけたらしい。
One of those ones
出
there.
身の心象は 100% 向こうの方がいいだろうね。
And trying to get them riled up.
落とせ。
Nice. Sweet, well done.
腕ぶん回すんじゃねえ。取りづらいだろうが。すぐる
Hell, come on. Come on, boys. I was like, Jesus, I was fucking losing it. Nice! That's all I like to see. Fucking hell. Ah, there you go. Tip it down! Oh, fucking smack it! Oh, God. Yeah, well, that one fucked him. He's gotten really good. I can't remember him being that good last time. Alright, straight into the next one. Or also the last one. Let's go.
二人ともバレー部の見学
2組黒哲郎
3組の役森助だ。
知ってる。中学の1年生大会でお前んとこにボコボコにされたんでね。
Just hold grudges.
あっそう、覚えてねえわ。ところで俺を見下ろすな。ああ、
林木会的なあれでなんか食ってこうぜ。
いいね。何食う？
肉。魚っておっさんかよ。
どこさヘキサエン酸が足りてない発言はやめていただきたいね。
I like both,
な
but
あ、
meat.
5組に可愛い子いるよな。ショートの
役はショートカットが好きなのか？
好き。
黒は？
ロング
Of
甘
course.
口
辛口。
海
山。
イカサ
モルテ
犬
ン。猫。
チームとしての今年の目標は都大会ベスト8。それじゃあ1年1人ずつ目標を。
全国制覇っす。
Finally, they agree on something.
右に同じです。
くそ。もしかして着地の時ギャラリーの足踏んだんですか？
Why is his foot so far up? Did you see his fucking... He's
大
like...
丈夫だ。
His stance? His front leg was so far up front.
悪い。
ヤックンにはいつも面倒をかけてるんで、たまにはベンチから猫間の勝利を見るのもいいんでないの？
なんで今なんだ。なんで。
柴山、俺がいるから大丈夫だ。
何を根拠に。やれる。飲まれるな。
12番。
Of course. I'm guessing this guy's like a first year. He's definitely not like... Well, he's obviously not first choice libero, but... Oh yeah, number 7. Isn't that the dude who was like opposite there? You know that? When they were...
大丈夫なんじゃない？
ケンマは試合の勝敗にさほど興味がない。
Keep them all
だからその言葉は熱を持たない。可能か不可能かの分析だけ。
Which means you believe it when he
そ
says
の
it.
ケンマが可であると言った。
柴山。はい。光栄はリエフとだけ変わって。
そうだな。俺とは交代なし。
はい。
今の僕に常にコートに立つだけの価値はない。自分の価値は自分で証明するし
The
か
only thing
な
you
い。
can do when you come off the bench.
早速引っ込めやがった。下手なやつ、弱いやつ、脆いやつを狙え。一気にこのセットもらう。
I thought these were like an unassuming team, but they're just basically dicks, aren't they? No, it's a slow one. It's a jump float. That's the one. Nice. That's what you want to see. Fucking hell.
ナイスレシーブ。
なんだよこのプレッシャー。
Oh my god. Kura's just not letting them fucking do anything. Give him the pressure, then the block. Give him some arrogance back.
レギュラーの座は自分の価値で奪え。攻撃って武器を持たなくてもなおコートに立つ価値があるって思わせるんだよ。
Oh yes.
守りの猫までリベロやるって超名誉だろ。
That guy who was doing the jump floats nowhere near as good as Yamaguchi. Come on. That's it. Sweet. They're gonna have to go 26 points now. Ooh, shit. Alright, advantage for them. Watch this. Jump serve. It's gonna get a point here. No, I didn't. Nearly though. Oh, nice! My arms are longer than I thought! Yeah. Fuck. Alright, 28 then. Oh, yes! Those are some of my favourite. I love the dumps. I love them. They're so unassuming and great. You never don't even try it. Get in! Oh my god, please lose the point there. Ah, fuck, that would have been perfect. Yep, it was meant to happen. Oh, shit, fucked. They wouldn't be expecting it. Best time to pull it out, isn't it? Last point. Alright, sweet. We gotta get this next set though. Otherwise it's just gonna be down to the last set, innit? Is it ace server? Well. Ah, fuck! Kept in play! Could be out though. Yeah, out. I figured it was going out. Was it? Looked like it was out to me. Oh, that's what they did! Bastard! Fucking... Oh, these fucking arseholes. Actually win by winning and not cheating. He did it again, he did it again! If he's going up for a spike, have someone get behind it! What happened? Oh, I hit him on, what, on the finger? Last time I played volleyball, I actually jobbed me middle finger, but it was on holiday when I was in Turkey in March. Last March. I had like, my finger was like double the size. There's a technique in it. Get up. Nice. Went back over stop it again. Nice. Double stop. This is it. Libero. Libero's getting this one. It's coming off. Libero's getting it. Watch.
理性も本能も言っている。こちらに撃てば殺される。
Look. Let's go to the Libero. Yep, he's got it. Come on, boy. He's got it this time. Yes. Nice. Nice. Bosh. You're not getting that one, mate. Nah. Go on, sprain your leg as well. Nah, couldn't even get it anyway. Did he get it? Yes. Come on! Cheetah's making it, mate. You see, if he tried hard, and he actually tried to win, instead of being a cheater, he may have got it.
ボールは絶対ここに来るって。
チームワークがハマる瞬間ってのは多分お前が
It
思
all
ってるより
comes together.
ずっと気持ちいいぞ。
Nice.
お疲れ。
ミカちゃん。
すぐるは部活ばっかりでつまんないなんて言ってごめん。かっこよかったよ。どうしてそんなに部活ばっかやるのかちょっとだけ分かった気がする。
So what? So you can cheat?
勝ち組許さない。
I'm not sure about that one. That's who's going through. Itachiyama and all that. Alright. This Hinata? Yeah. Sweet!
走ってくれ。何バカ言ってんの。イノシシ出るよ。
Balls! Oh god. Shit. They'll charge you. It's one way of going for a run. Just be chased by balls. Okay. Okay, Haikyuu, the OVAs. Right. Really cool to be able to just kind of see that as sort of just like a little extra. You know, especially like, you know, because having a sort of like specific, well, the rivalry that Karasuno and Nekoma actually have, you know what I mean? Like the battle of the fucking, what was it, like the trash or whatever the fuck it was, you know? I think it's good to see their journey because obviously they need to go up against different teams considering the prefecture they're in, which is Tokyo. And it seems as though the reason why their bracket was sort of different and why I was a bit confused because they've faced off against Fukurodani. I was like, right, it's the semi-finals. But, you know, when you're in that kind of shit, you kind of have to, you know, you kind of have to win your games. As soon as you lose, that's it. Like, you don't get a second chance. But what it seems is that because Tokyo is a bigger sort of prefecture to the rest, they get 2 representatives, but they also get the 3rd one for hosting the because I guess they're hosting the nationals. So I guess that they get like a sort of 3rd one introduced. That's what Nekoma ended up getting through for. I guess they just had like a because they lost the semi-finals, they would have went for like almost like it's like a battle for 3rd essentially. You know, the 2 losers of the semi-finals would have faced off, and then obviously the winner of that gets to the, you know, to be the 3rd representative because of the host prefecture, which obviously Nekoma won, which of course I figured was going to happen. I tell you what though, it wasn't. I was expecting them to be a bit more dominant, to be honest, before the OVAs, before I started watching the OVAs, and then afterwards, like, I thought they were going to be a bit more dominant, because in my head, I'm thinking that, well, I guess it depends, doesn't it? It depends on how the nationals actually shape up, because I suppose there's nothing to really say that you know, what that I'm really going to say that Karasuno is going to go win the nationals. I don't think that's going to happen. You know, I mean, I was sure with Shiratorizawa that Shiratorizawa were going to beat Karasuno, and you know, I didn't give Karasuno the benefit of the doubt. This time, I'm definitely not giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like, there's no way they're winning the Nationals. There's no way. If that happens, I'll fucking eat this hat. There's no way. Now, yeah, it's going to be a case of like where they play each other and how the grouping comes together in the when the Nationals actually starts, which I've got to assume is what season 4 is, right? Because why else would you put the OVA for them and whatnot and bring that out if you weren't setting up this whole season coming up to be the Nationals? So yeah, the other ones that obviously went through were Fukurodani, which is great because then we get to see more of Bokuto, and also it means that the possibilities of having, you know, teams, you know, like Karasuno possibly going up against them, but we'll see. And then Itachiyama, who actually beat Fukurodani, so that's interesting. When it came up like Itachiyama, I swear I've heard that before. Now it could just be a thing of because I watch anime and stuff that it could just be something similar to something in another show, and I'm like, I recognize that. Because there was the training camp that, you know, in like season 2 that they went to, it was in Tokyo, right? So Karasuno went up against the likes of Fukurodani and Nekoma, and there was some other ones there as well, and I don't know if Itachiyama was one of them, because one of them had like a guy from Brazil or something, didn't they? But I don't know if that was them. I don't know. Yeah, just what was that thing at the end? You know, like the fucking the girl who we never saw before, who went up to speak to fucking Suguru, whatever the fuck that knobhead's name was. Why are we giving that guy, like... Because the only thing I get from that, right, is that girl should do so much better. And also, why the fuck all of these... Ah, God, I hate it. It just cheats, right? I was like... I'm sure I had them, like, in my head. I mean, I wrote down here, right? No heavy. They were, like, you know, they're... Because each team kind of has their own sort of signature sort of bird mascot that, you know, they all visualize themselves as, right, in this show. And they were the snakes because, yeah, of course, because they're conniving, right, like blocking the ref's view. Now at least the ace hates it, right, but even he pointed out that Suguru wants them to do this stuff. It's like, why why is this show congratulating this dickhead, this Suguru guy? I don't like it. Dick. You know what I mean? Screw that guy. I don't want to see him fucking... You know what I mean? I'm not going to feel any pity for him losing. Good. You know what I mean? You're not going to win by being that dickish. You know? Anyway. Yeah, so the last... Well, I guess it would have been the... What was it? The first set that they played against No Heavy. That dump, if fucking, that was great because Kenma obviously did the dump over, right? Caught them off guard. I would have like, I mean, it was great to see like that, like, you know, that sort of sneak attack where Lev went up for it, but then it was to really go for Kuro, who was behind, right? It was a nice little sneaky attack, which was great. But I mean, it just the idea that they would have been fucked over from being too arrogant was just like, oh, if only that happened, because then it would have been like, it's your own fucking fault and you deserve it. You know what I mean? Why should we like No Heavy? The only reason why I even like them, even in any regard whatsoever, was because I quite like the ace. Even though he was the one that clearly like blocked the ref's view and whatnot, but at least he like come out and hate it, you know? But yeah, I don't know. We've got Lev and Shibiyama is his name. That sort of partnership that's like sort of formed, and I don't know if that'll ever come into play. I thought they said something about what was his name, man? Yaku or whatever, the other libero, like the main libero, if he was going to be out for nationals or whatever, because then it just kind of like, you know, gives a reason for Shibiyama to come in and sort of just like have a partnership there already formed. Yeah, but I don't know. I think we'll just wait and see what happens with that. I like the fact that they have this thing where Kenma's like sort of just really calm and collected, and they're like, because everything he says is so straightforward that there's not, you know what I mean, that they just believe him, and therefore he's a good like person to have to give a pep talk, because it's just like, well, if he says we can do it, then we clearly can, you know. Like, why would he lie? It's great. I don't know if he was that way before. This is the problem, because it was that long ago since I watched all the things. When you watch like 3 seasons back to back, and then you come off for like a year and a half, and then come back in, you're like, fuck, what was it? What happened? You know, because you got all of these like images of just other anime in your head, and I'm just like, you know, it's like trying to rewind back through everything, and it's like, oh god, it's like I remember certain things, but some things just don't come to you. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, I said through the, what would it have been? It would have been the first OVA at the very end. I would have said that yeah, the Nekomo. So Haikyuu, was that his name? The Libero. I think he was pretty good when they faced off against Karasuno, and now he's like very good. You know, I think that's what, because he was kind of carrying them for a second there before he ended up spraining his ankle or his knee or his leg or whatever. You know, but you know that, you know what I mean. That's that. But I love the sort of you know, the it's not really a juxtaposition, but having the similar sort of endings there by having Haikyuu. Let's see if I get that, if that's the wrong. I'm sure it is, right? By having Haikyuu jump over the barrier, right, to actually get it, and then at the end there having Suguru not get there in time because he's not doing things the same way. He's trying to be conniving and win it that way, as opposed to actually doing it through hard work and really going for it. Having like that at the end of both sets, it just really shows, you know, who kind of wants it more and who's doing it for the right reasons, which is really nice. So yeah, really cool. I kind of just had them as the unassuming team at the very beginning, but I wrote that down like literally after the first fucking, you know, the first point, you know, because it was like, oh well, there's nothing going to be happening here, but you know, because they were very, the first point, they were very sort of like, you know, slow. There was no music. I think that was on. It was done that way on purpose, so that you would think they were unassuming, and then through obviously the game, you would figure out that what they're doing is very fucking backhanded, you know, very shitty. But yeah, Bokuto's weaknesses as well when he forgets everything. I remember that because that was a thing back in the training camp thing that they had. So yeah, I remember that thing coming up, and obviously there were, you know. It was the cross serve. Spike, sorry. Where he turns his hand mid. I remember that it was that one. For some reason in my head, I remember there's one. Who is it that does it? Is it Ushiwaka that does that? I know there's a specific spiker that purposely goes for the blocker's hand to knock it off, because that's a point as well. I know there's someone who does that. Is it Ushiwaka that does that? Because it's like they all have their own signature thing that they do, right? Lev's is like literally getting above the net and just spiking like downward, like literally to the floor, like immediately, like right to the floor, you know. So because to block that is tough, but because you got to get right up to the net. But yeah, I mean they're gonna have to fucking, yeah, Nekoma's gonna have to, I think, up their game a bit. But that's the thing, is like, from what, like, how do you determine the skill level of the Tokyo lot going up against each other versus what the like I can't even remember what they're, is it like Chiba or something? I don't know. Is it Chiba Prefecture? I can't remember the prefecture where Karasuno and all that's from, and Shiratorizawa and Aoba Jose and stuff. It might be, but yeah, like, how do you determine the skill level? Because it's like, all in my head, I'm just like, oh fucking hell, Karasuno would have wiped the floor with you. Like, but then again, I guess I'm thinking back like to literally the last game I saw with them, which was Shiratorizawa. And I mean, let's be honest, if they went up against any one of them teams that we saw on these OVAs, they would have dominated them all if they played like that. So I guess that's what I'm sort of putting them up against, you know. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to see it anyway, right? We're going to see what happens. It doesn't matter what I think, it matters what happens on the day. It's like one of those sports days, like sometimes competitors just don't turn up. So yeah, but anyway, that is all I got for the the Haikyuu OVAs. So yeah, really, really cool to see those, and I can't wait to get into season 4 and episode 1, which I will do. So these OVAs are going out straight to the YouTube for the general public. If you do want to go watch season 4 of episode 1, you can do right now. You just need to go over to my Patreon and become an early access tier patron. You know, and then they'll basically be released on Patreon a week after they're pretty much uploaded. Okay, so for the YouTube general public, episode 1 will be released this Friday, and then, you know, from then you can just go onto my Patreon and get access to episode 2, and then so on and so forth. So basically they're going to be a week behind unless you're an early access tier patron. All right, but they'll be out nonetheless. All right, so yeah, that's that. So thank you everyone for watching. In the description below I have links to certain things. One of them is a Discord, so you can get over there. And like I said, my Patreon page as well. So obviously early access tier $5 a month gives you access to shows a week early, like Haikyuu. And you get 4 episodes of Hunt x Hunt every week as well. So if you're up for that, get yourself over there, enjoy those. I'm nearly finished with that as well. There's also $10 there for full length. So if you do want to see any of my reactions like these, you know, full length without any cuts whatsoever, then you can do with that. There's also other tiers there where you can pay to have a show reacted to. So if you want me to react to a show, go have a look at those tiers and see what they offer. But that's all I got. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.